Good morning, everyone, and a blessed Tuesday of the fourth week of Easter. The success of a good book, of a good movie, in many ways depends upon the strength of its characters. Throughout this Easter season, we hear St. Luke's account of the birth and growth of the early church in the Acts of the Apostles. And there are many strong characters who are a central part of Luke's telling of the story of salvation. We've heard of the great speeches and acts of St. Peter, of Philip, of the first Christian martyr, St. Stephen. And now in today's first reading at Mass, in chapter 11 of the Acts of the Apostles, we really come to a pivotal moment in Luke's telling of this story, the story of our salvation, as we hear that it is in Antioch that the disciples are called Christians for the first time. This statement occurs right after the conversion of St. Paul, the baptism of Cornelius, the first Gentile to be converted to the faith. And at this point now, the second half of the Acts of the Apostles, Luke will focus more on St. Paul himself. We hear today how Barnabas, another wonderful, strong character, great disciple, brought Paul, at this time still known as Saul, to the other disciples in Antioch, and how Saul and Barnabas spent a year speaking about and preaching the faith to these early Christians in Antioch. And now the story will continue in the second half of the Acts of the Apostles as Luke focuses more on Paul himself, on his ministry, and on his preaching. Well, my friends, the work of the church continues. The story of our salvation is an unfolding story because you and I are the present-day disciples of Jesus Christ. Jesus says to us in the Gospel, in chapter 10 of John's Gospel, "I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and mine know me." Ultimately, faith is about a relationship with Jesus Christ. Our friendship with the Lord must be at the heart and center and foundation of our lives as we strive today to be good disciples of Jesus. In good times and in bad, in times of joy and in times of struggle, Jesus Christ is ever risen. The work of the church continues, and you and I are called to take our part and to share the peace and the joy of the gospel. God bless you.